Hi guys. Okay, today we're going to talk about unit conversions. So today in class we discussed all the different measurements and their prefixes and all of that good stuff. So today we're going to learn how to go between the different prefixes and the base units. So if you remember yesterday, some of the base units we talked about were like meters, liters, and grams. And we also discussed there being prefixes to show larger or smaller units. So one of the prefixes, something we'll start with, is the prefix kilo. And that essentially means 1,000 units, 1,000 base units. So if it's a kilogram, that means it's 1,000 grams. The next is hecto. Again, this one means 100, so 100 of the base unit. Then we have deca, meaning 10 of the base unit. Then we have our base unit, which is, like I said, meters, liters, grams, Kelvin, all those base units that we discussed in the metric system. Then we have deci. This is 0.1 of a base unit, so 1/10 of a base unit. Then centi, which is 1/100th of a base unit, and finally milli, which is 1/1000th of a base unit. So how do you use this latter method to convert between all of these different prefixes? So first we want to determine our starting point, okay? So we're going to figure out what is the unit we're starting with, what amount do we know? Okay, then we're going to find where we're ending. So if we're going from kilo to the base unit, we know we're starting here and we are ending here, so we're going to count the jumps to get there. So we would count 1, 2, 3 jumps. Then when we get to that point, we're going to move the decimal the same number of jumps in the same direction that we either bounced up the ladder or we bounced down the ladder, depending on the problem that we're doing. So here's an example. We're going from 4 kilometers to we don't know how many meters. Okay, so if you look, km, K stands for kilo. Okay, that's something we learned in the notes from the measurement. K means kilo, M means meter. So we have 4 kilometers, and we start up here at kilo, because that's the amount we know. We know we have 4 kilometers or kilometers. So we start here, we're going to meters. So we're going to go ahead and see how many jumps it takes. So kilo to hecto is 1, hecto to deca is 2, deca to the base unit is 3. And remember, we're only going to the base unit. There's no prefixes on this, so we're just going to the base unit. So that means we go 1, 2, 3 jumps to the right. Okay? So what that means is if we have 4 to start with, remember that the decimal point always goes to the right of the number that we're working with. Okay, so if we have 4, that's 4, and we're going to move that decimal point 1, 2, 3 spaces, 1, 2, 3 spaces to the right. Okay, then we'll fill in those blank spots with zeros, and that will give us 4,000 meters. So there is 4,000 meters in 4 kilometers. I hope that makes sense. We're going to continue to practice this tomorrow. So what I would like you to do in your science notebook for your notes is make sure that you've copied down this little ladder right here, okay, and definitely the method that you're going to use in order to convert. All right? Thank you very much.